cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes. Taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Canes will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone, it's Toppin. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. This is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. On the option. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
The Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for room, it's Morris. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Dumps it off in the flats. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's got it on the right. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Pressure coming. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping them.
And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll go to the ground. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Dawkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Hurricanes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground with the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
They'll ride the hot hand. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Walters. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the Hurricanes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Play number 9 on this drive. Red pass hits complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Walters. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll throw it from the red zone.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Brooks. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And the Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Brooks. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Right back to it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Toppin. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Power football with the run. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Morton. He's going to take off. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a 1st down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Punt is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, and they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Walters. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
And I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
Motion from the wideout. Running to the left. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Law. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll run the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Scoops it up, still a live ball. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tar Heels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. That Miami offense back onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Law. He wants to take the top off. He's got it down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
They'll run the toss. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going into halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Back to pass, it's Law. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And the Canes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. On the move is the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick toss. Can't get him to the ground. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Goes to the option. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Morton. Snagged out of the air. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Here we go. Motion from the back. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Law. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Turning it on!
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gets the back moving. Toss to the outside. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the ground, he's got it again. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to the running game. Plows through the defense. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The option look. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance today.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Going to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get them on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Release to the back. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. On the option. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Now on the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Long. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. And he's got it at the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
The Canes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll stop him short on third down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Toppin. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Wide receiver comes in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Finds the tight end. Hard running there. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.